Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let me lower the music a little bit so it's not overwhelming the all sound. It would be crazy.
I've got news for you. You're mine now. You belong to me.
Thank you for that, Joxer. Thank you. And that's 40 months in a row. Thank you. And also, when do subscription right now on Twitch, you will get extra drops as well. Hey, 42 months.
You belong to me.
This is just crazy. Thank you for the subscriptions, Tamaya and Joxer. And I'm happy the sound works as well. Good, good. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing hell. I'm doing hell. That's kind of correct, even though I wasn't meant to say that. Getting my headache down a little bit, so I decided to give you a little. Yeah, 42 months. Welcome in, Zero. Welcome in. It's 42 months. Next year is going to be. Let's, if you continue this streak, I mean, that's 42. 22, 12, 24, 36. It's going to be 4 years streaming next year. Time flies. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm going to silence my Discord in the background and then the notification channel because I can hear every single blip. And I'm sorry for that sound in the background. So, what are we going to talk about today? Since I've been playing games, a little less games lately due to the fact I've been working my ass off, literally. And also been building my armor a little less intense as I did during the summer because I was outside free and sitting in the sun and building chainmail and drinking a cold beer. Can't complain. Besides that, I received my sword that I already told you and showed you, and it's on YouTube. You've seen the other gear as well. And you see last time I was talking about planning ahead and joining the armor and all that, which I did. Now, a pro tip, do not try to focus on two things. Be aware outside. Do not try to focus on two different things by joining your chainmail, because it's going to end up you're going to fail fatally. And do not do that in the middle of the night, because you're so up to it and you want to do it. Take a rest, take a step back, breathe, and do it again. It's very, very intriguing to continue and push forward when you see the big progress. Now, the step one, I explained a little bit my tactic and my strategy to build my armor. And I will get to that. And I'm talking about the patches of 113 rings. You can see them on the step-by-step guide on my Instagram. There's photos of each step. Now, joining those patches, you do a bunch of them. You do tons of them, to be honest. And I did a little calculation yesterday because I've been documenting every single step to my chainmail. Currently, I crafted 172 patches, which is total amount of 19,436 rings. Now, you need to join them together, and in order to join them together, you use more rings. So my chainmail is currently 20,675 rings. And yeah, I was calculating around 30K. I'm thinking I'm going to reach that point when the chainmail is done. Now, since I explained as well before, the bags are supposed to have 5K rings in each of them, but it seems like they're more likely to be around 6K. Now, I've bought bags for 70,000 rings. If my calculation is correct, I was calculating I would do my chainmail hood and all that. I will have a buffer of 50K rings. Now, 50k rings divided by 5k. Right? So you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 25, 30, 40. So 10 bags. Now, 10 bags, if they have 1k extra in each bag, that's going to be 10k extra rings. So we'll end up having 60,000 rings for crafting my chainmail hood, and that's going to be like 15k rings. So I will basically have rings to do another armor and another hoodie. Sometimes you say chainmail, it sounds like something else, and apparently I can't write that word in the chat because it's get blocked. It sounds like a pyramid scam. No, it's not a Chinese mail. Chainmail armor. It's called a brigandine chainmail armor, to be correct, and that is a long-sleeved chainmail armor that goes down to kneecaps, and that is the correct size and correct form of a chainmail to begin with. And it's the Nordic version I'm building, which is 4 rings to 1 ring. It's a 5er. Now, what I did happen when I was last time I showed the front and the back, and I was talking about doing this extra width and joining them together. Now, I did that while talking to you guys on Discord, and when we hung up, and I was like, "Yes, I'm gonna do this." It was like 11:30 p.m., something like that, in the middle of the night, and I was so happy. So I dug into it and realizing I put the both on the same length size, so I would actually widen the ring chainmail with 2 widths on one side. That would look like a skewed, miscalculated AI figure with a triple XL on a right side and a small size on left side. So ending up in the middle of the night, like, oh fuck, I need to do this, redo this. So I was starting to remove the rings and all that. So if you have a patch like it's like 7 times 9 centimeters big, it's not an issue to unravel it and remove the rings. Now, if you have about 13 or 15k rings together joined, it's not that simply something you do. You just start removing them, and it's bound to be something that goes wrong, which it was. So my chainmail wasn't even straight anymore. It was like somebody chopped off with a scissor and cut off the pieces. So I need to rebuild that part. So I was backtracking and all that. So after that, I got really cautious. You know, when you do something really wrong, you're taking a step back and you get a little nervous. I'm doing this correctly. So ending up overthinking too much. So, but in the end, I just, what can go wrong again? You can't go wrong twice, right? It didn't. So I joined the rings together, creating myself a sleeveless shirt that goes to my hip. So I was done with that, so I was happy. So I took a break from that, and then I just the weeks went off, and didn't have the time. So I was visiting my parents and explaining what I'm doing, because I'm also crafting my brigandine and my hauberk and the clothing. So I will show them as well. I have selected my colors and my animal and all that. So while doing that and explaining, I just realized instead of taking about half an hour to do one of the patches, my time frame is now doing 113 rings patches within 6 minutes. So it goes a little faster. So I just finished that, and I thought, heck, it's time to do the sleeves. So I did the sleeves. I joined them together. I was so nervous because when you join them together at the armpit, the rings basically goes the other way. So they don't meet like that anymore. They will meet like on the side. So meaning that when you start joining, come on, camera. When you start, I'm just refocusing my camera. Thank you. When you start joining them together, you also get a taper. And you don't want to have too tight taper when you do the armpits because you cannot move your arm. And when you do, it's going to break. The rings are going to loosen up. And in the end, you need to start fixing up. But I did it in one shot. And I thought, heck, this was good. So let's do the other one, which I did. And I thought, okay, this is going to take about 15 minutes. Ending up, the armpits alone took me about 2.5 hours. So I'm happy it went all right. So currently, my chainmail armor is a t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt armor that goes to my belt. So I'm going to show it to you. The next steps of that, I'm going to explain that is to taper the arms, the sleeves, so it doesn't, they aren't too wide. If you continue, so you need to taper them down as well to lengthen up the chainmail to your kneecaps. So I have a plan, and it's the easy way now. It's the easy parts left. So, please do. Let me see. Yeah, that's what the guy said. The guy said, okay, AI generated like real life FaceTime picture. I'm going to actually generate an AI image with an XXXL size on the right side and small size on the left side. You're going to look like SpongeBob that has been dropped in the sea with the one side and it's going to swollen up. Though that's also a bad explanation.
Coffee break!
We want to see it. So slow-mo camera, we see it. Okay, I'm going to show the chainmail. And I have another one as well, another chainmail. But basically, last time, I'm going to try to explain what I've done. So this is the chainmail currently. It's a heck of a project. It's basically looks like this. And there's a reason why there is red markers on the end, on the sleeves. It's hard to say. It's a it's a why. Yeah, I know. You're crazy. So I'm gonna try to lift it up and put my hand in here so you can actually see what I'm talking about. The armpit. So you see here, at this point here, it's actually a circle. So you basically join the rings together because the chainmail itself is falling down. And these chains are going in the same direction, but not when they meet in the end, in the armpit. And currently it's fit to be having a thicker armor, like clothing armor underneath. The total weight of this one is about 8 kilograms right now. So it's going to be, the sleeves are going to be extended. Currently, this is like a t-shirt size. And well, this one is going to be lengthened about this much. Now, when you don't have it on you, it's actually longer, because when you put it on, it's going to wrap around your body. But yeah, it's a Y, it's a t-shirt, and honestly, putting it on and seeing it on, if I put it in a hanger, you can actually see it as a t-shirt, which is a really nice feeling. So what I did wrong, if I had put the rings on one side only, this side would be double wider than this side. Would be like I would have my sleeve up here on one side and the sleeve on this side. It would be like looking like this, which would be like I would be skewed like wider on the other side and thinner on the other side. And that's nothing wrong if you're born like that, but I'm not building my chainmail like that. So this is the chainmail progress right now. How long has it been? taking to reach that point, but I only practically started building my chainmail really slowly. Now, I haven't done these patches every day. I've been taking the chill, not pushing it. I have moments like I've been sitting there like 2 days in a row just building it. And then it's been like 1 or 2 weeks. I haven't even touched it. I started in the end of July, right? The first video I showed you. Yeah, it's nice on the skin on a summer day. No, I'm gonna explain that. So I started in the first video I did on YouTube. It's basically the starting point of me starting to craft my chainmail, and to now. So it's not that hard. It's just tedious. You need to put down your time and energy. You can watch the movies and whatnot at the same time. The red marker on the sleeves is reason is this is the middle point. This is the middle point of the sleeve on the bottom, and it's going to be marked on the top as well. The reason when this is a specific width, and when you start tapering it, you need to start building it on both sides at the same time. It's going to be shorter. So this one will be tapered in. So it's going to be thinner on the sleeves. The reason is that because if I'm not putting it thinner on the sleeves, Jesus, it's going to fall down wrong. This is extreme now. So what I'm doing is, because if you look at my arm, and everybody else has this form of the arm as well, you're wider on this part. You're way much wider on this part, and you're thinner on your wrist. So I need to taper it so it's not hanging down too much. The reason is for this. I'm gonna show you. This is one of the reasons, and it's this one, which is going to be on my arm, right? It's going to be right here. So if it's too wide, it's going to hang down like overcooked chicken skin, right? And that's not going to happen. So these are going to be on top of that, the vambraces. And I need to, the neck part is basically a pretty square size, but it's going to be, I'm going to have a hood on top of that. And on top of that, this beauty. I'm really happy I got it. It's 2.4 millimeters stainless. It's not stainless, but it's steel. And it has a linen inside, so you can adjust the size, shin straps. So basically, I'm going to have chainmail underneath it and padding on my skin before putting the chainmail on, so this chainmail doesn't scrape your skin. I'm gonna wear this during summer, and it's gonna be hot. I'm gonna sweat my ass off, sure, but it's a full protection, so that's the reason. Next game stream, you should have the helmet on. Sure, could be possible. I'm gonna show you something. I can't hear myself, and I wouldn't hear myself normally either, but I can't hear the music. I'm gonna put the helmet on right now. I'm gonna remove my cap. So it's a little too big now due to the fact because I don't have anything underneath it. And since you're gonna have padding, I could see playing like this next time. Sure, I could do that. It's not uncomfortable, although, and this part won't full stream on Chivalry 2. with the helmet, chainmail, and everything else. I can have the chainmail on, even though it's just short sleeved, because you won't see anything below this line anyway. 12-hour stream. Yeah, sure. I don't think I can add. This is gonna be an issue. I don't know how to put the headphones on. I need to send message to Battle Merchant to do a streamer helmet in full metal, so you can put a helmet, the headsets on. So this is kind of crazy though. Yeah, so the helmet is actually really comfortable. Trust me or not, but it's 2.5 kilograms, and it's, yeah. Maybe I can put it like this. It'd be way better. Yeah, definitely. Definitely better. I'm not gonna take this one to the sauna, if you're crazy. You mean like under the shin? The problem is, I don't know. This is crazy. I need to use wireless headphones. I need to use my AirPods in order. I'm gonna do this. Winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, but it's really comfortable. And when you put everything and all else on, it's going to protect my head very well. So I ordered the gloves. I did that. I returned the gloves because first of all, the gloves were too small and they were really, 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 really nice. I'm sad there isn't my size of hands for the gloves even for my hands. So I'm zombie proof with that. Yeah, let's go there. Yeah, I would say I am. So the vambrace is going to be underneath or on top of the chainmail, right? So it's going to be clothing, chainmail, vambraces on, and then I have my sword gloves already. I might buy one pair of other gloves and do chainmail gloves as well. We'll see about that. First of all, I'm going to continue completing the chainmail I have. And the next part, since I'm going to lift it up again. Right. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? I'm going to craft the sleeves. It's going to be up here. So it's going to be long sleeve, right? When it comes to the next part, lengthening the chainmail towards my legs and my kneecaps from the hip, it's need to be split in the middle. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to walk. It would be like tight dress for ladies, and that's not the point. So I'm going to do one more patch length down. Simba. It needs to be. Yeah. I'm gonna show you my gloves. If you're asking for the gloves, I'm gonna show you. These are the gloves. So this one will be on top of that. protecting my gloves and my hands as well. So these gloves, all this equipment is from the same distributor, which is battlemerchant.com. That is from Germany. Really nice company to deal with. So the gloves are really soft leather gloves, and when putting these on and grabbing my sword, I want to swing it. And these are, they're a little longer and very, very cheap. I think I paid in Swedish crowns like 250 crowns for these. So they're made for sword fighting and fighting overall, holding stuff. So I have the gloves, I have the van braces, I'm working on my chainmail, I have the helmet, I have the padding, I will have the gambeson, and also the colors I selected is basically, I'm going with the black and brown leather, right? So I will have black colored pants, and I will have natural white linen underneath the chainmail. On top of that, I will put my chainmail on, and the gambeson is a natural white linen gambeson with brown stitching, and I might do a riveting in every little, because it's the gambeson itself. It's like diamond triangles all over the body to stiffen it up. It's a short sleeved. It's a vest, and it covers down to my almost down to my knees. So it's going to be padding on top of the chainmail, and on top of that you have your tabard. And the tabard I already also selected colors. So the clothing part is in progress, and it's going to be very quickly when it's done. So that's nothing compared to crafting the chainmail and everything else. The only thing I haven't figured out yet what to have on my legs, next on my basically below my kneecap and downwards. I'm thinking of putting down the crafting leather, like leather sleeve ram braces. Like these are for my hands, right? There is similar ones to the legs, but since I'm a little taller, I mean I'm over 2 meters tall. My legs are longer. These exist for normal length persons, right? So I need to craft them. I probably do that in leather with little straps around my leg in order to do some kind of protection from swords and whatnot. Not to forget, I need to also craft a shield. And in order to do that, it's going to be one of the last steps, because I'm still looking over trying to find out somewhere to buy the shield, because I rather buy it than pay people who actually does it for a living. I don't mind sponsoring these. So the van braces, the gloves, the helmet, chainmail, everything puts down a weight. So I calculated quickly, and I think the full body armor for me is going to weigh about 35 to 40 kilos with the sword. So I don't want to add up more weight with more metal, because every piece of metal you put on, it's about 2.5 kilos extra. So considering I'm going to be fighting during summer, and it's not going to be 15 minutes and it's done. It's been like full days going on. So lots of water intakes, and well, everything else. So it's going to be really hot. But I also got a question if I'm going to have like the clothing underneath the chainmail. It's actually 2 layers. It's linen and cotton. It's stitched together. And the reason is that the cotton sucks down up the sweat, and the linen is protecting and breathing it out. So it's 2-layer clothing on top of each other. Put the chainmail on, puts on the weight, and on that you put the gambeson. It also puts down an isolation. So if you put on the gear when you're cold body, it's going to isolate your body's heat instead of heating it up. So it's a win-win. It's not just protection, but it's natural No synthetics whatsoever. It's just cotton and linen and combined with some padding between and new stitches. It's going to be, when everything is done, I'm going to show you the full gear. I'm going to show the clothing as well when it starts to be built up. And yeah, everything is going to be put on an Armour stand, which I also need to build because I'm not going to pay about 2K for Swedish crowns for a plastic Armour stand. I'm going to craft it myself. And that's a fact. So my plans ahead is basically continue the chainmail. That's my main goal now. I'm going to continue the chainmail. The shirt needs to be done. Every edge of the chainmail, I'm going to show you the outer edges, right? Not every edge, but the outer edges. If you see the head opening right here, right? This is where I put my head for, like, these edges. It's going to have a leather over it, so it's going to be protected by a thin leather, about 1/2 inch on both sides, and it's going to be a stitch on the rings. This is because I don't want to have any metallic rings if they start to open, scratch my skin while fighting. So this is a protection as well, and it's more durable when doing so. It's going to be on the end of the sleeves. It's going to be as well in the if you take a long shirt and cut it in the middle, so it's going to, when you move your legs, the shirt is moving. It's going to be as well on every edge over there. It's going to have leather to protect the edges as well, for protecting myself, and it's going to be more durable. So the total weight of the chainmail when it's down, I'm guessing around, it's going to be around 14 plus kilograms. So how much has it cost me? So far, material-wise, considering it's 20K rings, if I would have bought the rings like for 4 bags, as specification 5K rings per bag, it had cost me, let me see. Material-wise, this chainmail has cost me 1,036 crowns. When it's done completely, hand-stitched with the leather and all that, you can double that, even more, 1.5 times. And it's the worth net value of the chainmail. Now, I'm not going to sell it. I have no plans to sell it. I might do 2 chainmail hoods, basically. What I'm going to do with the second one, maybe I sell it, maybe I give it away. We'll see what Crazy Me actually thinks. Good evening. Welcome in, Ninis. You heard the first person. Yeah, you missed out the helmet on my head, but yeah. So I'm gonna type down the address on the address to the reseller. This is actually the site I bought everything from, and they have lots of stuff, lots of fancy stuff. The sword I bought, is out of stock, so I was thinking maybe I should buy another one, but it's out of stock, and there's no date when it's going to be in stock anymore. So there is still other swords that is available, one-handed swords, natural longsword. Normal longsword, basically the same one It's actually... Oh, bloody hell. Oh, no. They have released a long sword with the same design on the handle as my dagger. Does this mean I need to buy another one? Oh, so sad. So, but it's this one is not as good looking parry handle. So, yeah. Oh no. Too bad. So what else I did have I fixed while being away? The scabbard for the sword need to be...
Shut up and take my money!
Indeed. The scabbard itself need to be on my hip while I have my sword in. So I need to... I've fixed this one. So this is it's going to hang this way. Like this, right? It's going to hang like this. The sword is here. The sword is hanging in my cabinet right now. And then basically this is a normal belt you put around your hip. So it's hanging down. I fixed this one. So I was thinking of doing this belt as well, but it's not worth it. It's the amount of cost compared to the time and effort to do it. It's not worth it. So... And no, I'm not doing anything with any synthetic material. I'm using pure leather, non-synthetic, non-vegan leather. So there is nothing that is called vegan in the 1400s, high peak Middle Ages. It's leather and steel. And if you can't handle that, you reach the wrong channel. Because nothing I build is meant to be just for fun. It's durable, usable, fightable, protective gear, and the sword itself is a real sword, handmade, and there is only specific amounts of them in the world right now, and it seems like they're out of stock, so it won't be able. There won't be any more of these, but. I also got a question, will I buy more swords? Most likely I will. Most likely, definitely. So, yeah. And now I see the sword, the dagger I have with the same handle is available for swords, and it's the same price as the one I bought. So, yeah. Too much candy in this shop, and you can spend tons of money in here, and yeah, it's fun. But the next part as well, the next item on my list of things I'm missing, both materials and even started at, is the shield. So I need to either find one or I need to craft one. It's either way. And there is two types of shields you can craft. You can either do it in steel or you can do it in wood. Now, the closer ones you can actually get into like modern day compared to the medieval days, it's actually normal plywood. You do it in thin plywood, 2 or 3 layers and that you glue together. And basically what you do after that, you boil hot water, heat it up and drench it down. And then you basically strap it around the barrel and let it dry, and you will have the shape of it. And that's it. And after that, you basically strengthen the edges with leather or steel. And that's it. It's actually more durable than people think, even though it will break when taking beating. Although a shield is not meant to be like a fashion item, it's a protective gear that you use as a tool, and every tool is going to break, and end of it. And it's way easier to reproduce a wooden shield than doing a metallic shield, and weight is way better on the wooden ones than the metallic ones. just looking like a small shield that is more a buckler. That's 2.43 kilos. Having a metallic shield like Knight Shield, it's going to weigh about 6 to 7 kilograms on your left hand. And now my sword weighs 1.5. So there's kind of unbalance here. And you need to be swift and smooth with your shield. The bigger shield isn't always better. It needs to be balanced with the weight and the size. So that is my future plans. Continue with my chainmail, continue doing those patches, continue joining them together. Next part is the sleeves and tapering them down, and basically measuring where the taper is. If I look at my own arm, the thickest part is down to the elbow, and you cannot have too much tapering on your elbow because you cannot move your arm. So the most important tapering one is from this down to your wrists. So it's going to be a little tapering from this part done already down to my elbow, and from the elbow downwards is going to be the more distinct tapering part. And how much is going to be tapered? The only thing you need to do is to get your hand through it. So this width is the limiter. On the widest part in your hand is the limiter. And it needs to be kind of loose, but not droopy. To the fact you need to be able to have clothing underneath. You cannot have bare skin because you're going to scrape yourself. So that's about it, folks, and that is the status. And my plan is to complete the chainmail within the next month. As soon as you start joining it together, see the shape progressing, you get energy to continue. And yeah, it's always hard in the beginning because you need to visualize it and think of how would it look, but you cannot see it physically. But when you start seeing it physically, and it's these big changes very quick, that basically intrigues you or me to continue pushing forward and complete the chainmail. So it's a pretty personal achievement as well for progressing. So thank you for joining in today and for my small, little shorter stream. It's about 42, 43, 45 minutes-ish. There will be next updates as well as soon as I start getting the chainmail continuing the chainmail. I will also keep images posted on Instagram as well for Facebook and all that. All the item reviews I bought are available on YouTube. You can check them there. This video will be also on YouTube, so you can just check that crazy video with my helmet on. So that's actually a good idea. I will most likely stream in next fantasy game or Kingdom Come or whatever game for shits and giggles. I will have the helmet on if I can sort out my headset. I need to strap it on behind me somehow. It's gonna look weird to have a medieval helmet on and a headset on, but it is what it is. I can always use the headphones for my AirPods as my headphones and still use the microphone normally. So that won't be a problem. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to click that follow button, and it means a lot. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send them in. I will answer as soon as possible.
Drop it.
Thank you for those bits, and thank you for those subscriptions again. Yeah, it's really fun to do this, and this is the reason I'm continuing. Don't forget to check out the next stream. Its schedule is up, and I will see you all very, very, very soon. The next chapter on chainmail armor build will be as soon as possible. Can't give you any specific day because there's no point giving you an update if there's nothing to update. So as soon as there's anything new, I will give you posted. But until then, I wish you good night, good evening, good day, wherever you might be. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care of yourselves and everybody around you, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Remember, nothing of these I've shown you is sharp. Well, it's not sharp. Of course, it's not sharp because I'm using the armor. But all the items on the shop, if you're gonna order a sword, be sure you're legally able to bring it into your country. If you're ordering a sharp sword, you need to send in your passport picture to the company, otherwise they won't send you jack shit. Delivery is fast, it's reliable. I also return my stuff that I didn't want to. I already get my payment back, so they don't joke around. They give you good stuff. And check out battlemerchant.com, and I will see you all very, very, very soon.